Hola, welcome. It's Matthew here from All Our Properties with Borja, who covers the Orgiva and Alpujarra area. We're back today with the latest property market report for March 2025, or the end of March going into April, so the end of the first quarter. Borja, welcome.
Thank you, Matthew.
Let's have a look at some of the main news items affecting homeowners, buyers, sellers in the local area. So I think first of all, Borja, the revocation of tourist licenses in Granada.
Yeah, it's a big impact new, no? Like the Junta Andalucia revokes was at least 1,000 touristic license in the city of Granada, in the neighbors of Realejo, Albaicín, Cathedral and the center, which means that it's around 11% of the actual currently touristic license in the city. Is huge impact.
Yeah, it's a huge impact. We've seen it with Barcelona saying they're going to ban all tourist licenses by the end of 2028. Malaga have also stopped licenses, and whilst Granada first stopped issuing new ones in the city, revoking the licenses is a big change.
It's a big change, and it's something that we've been talking about it, and then right now is affecting in the main cities of Spain, also coping with the tourists.
And with the new changes to the tourist licenses being able to be transferred from the 3rd of April, obviously anyone looking to buy a property with a tourist license will now have to reapply for a new license.
Reapply again, and is right now in April. We are on the last days of March, which means that right now it's impossible to change the titularity of the touristic license, and anyone that want to have a touristic license to rent their house here in Spain gonna need to apply again.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So anyone who's thinking of buying a property with a tourist license or selling a property with a tourist license, please do get in touch. This is really important. We've been dealing with some local lawyers this week who don't actually know about the rule changes properly. So there's a lot to take into account. So please do get in touch if you have any questions about tourist licenses. The other news, I think we've seen a huge increase in foreign investment across Andalucia. Andalucia accounts for about 20% of the Spanish property market in total, but we're seeing a lot of new inquiries from different areas of foreign buyers.
Yeah, of course, and Andalucia is again one of the favorite places for attracting that kind of investments on the most of Northern Europe, probably the United States and Canada, and also again the Middle East, like in Malaga, which means that it's important for our economy here, no?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen a big increase in buyers from the US, and of course they operate in a very different way to buyers from Northern Europe because of they'll only work with licensed agents, members of the NAR in the States,
of course,
where real estate is highly regulated and licensed, unlike in most of Spain and certainly in Andalusia. So they're very cautious about dealing with people who aren't registered correctly.
It's totally true. The main clients from the United States are asking for professional services, and they come in with a big research doing first. Then when it comes, they demand a really high professional service, being registered, look what they gonna spend any euro or dollar. Here they want to know properly what is the cost, and also always is a question that we've been talking a long time ago about also buyers' fees. If they want to, probably they want to avoid because they want that is unfair.
Yeah, I mean it's not even legal in the States.
It's not illegal, but it's unfair, of course.
So yeah, buyers' fees are a huge issue if you're trying to attract American buyers. So definitely, good advice there. The third thing that has been the talk this month has been about Okupas. A big deal for a lot of places. Fortunately, we don't suffer with that too much in our area.
Maybe you can listen about a specific case, but it's not really common. But always is good to know how are movements to avoid that kind of particularly, how do you say,
problem?
It's a big problem for owners, and
Sure.
the Spanish authorities, I think that they are try to do things to finish that kind of problems. For
Yeah, I mean,
example,
the big news has been the Barcelona Provincial Court have basically almost created a new ruling that says that landlords can, or property owners can disconnect the electric, the water, the services that they were not able to do so before, but in certain circumstances they can now cut off the supplies, which invariably means the Okupas tend to move on quite quickly.
Of course, and I think it's a good news because probably avoid to another to stay on the same house, maybe move and try to find another place.
Yeah.
But it's one of the movements that the Spanish authorities are doing to trying to avoid or change the main situation.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that develops, and of course we'll keep you updated on how that develops. But that's kind of the more regional news. What's happening specifically in the Alpujarra and in Orgiva?
Well, the first thing, and maybe my both trends is about mortgages.
Okay.
The first thing is people struggling with paperwork when it's trying to get a mortgage on suelo rústico.
Okay.
In a cortijo. To get the tasación, they are asking for extra paperwork like certificados de condiciones urbanísticas or no infracciones. The certificate of no infractions, which means that if you don't have that documents before doing the taxation, you're gonna delay a lot of the process. And also it's important if you are looking to sell, and probably you can get a mortgage on your property, you can advance and ask for that paperwork. If you want to know what paperwork do you need, please have a call and we can discuss about it.
Yeah, definitely. It's we're seeing quite a big return of buyers with mortgages at the moment. So if you need a mortgage or you think your property might be suitable for a buyer with a mortgage, get in touch, particularly country properties. We can't get mortgages on those now.
And the other new is the mortgages with the Crédito ICO for young people, which means that increase the demand of course, apartments and detached or semi-detached houses for a family. The state is giving 7% mortgages with the Crédito ICO to young people, and we feel that the demand of that kind of properties are increasing in the area, in Orgiva and in Alpujarra too.
That sounds very good. So thank you for that, Borja. Thank you to you watching at home. For those who want to know the facts and the figures and the statistics of the market, do look out for our stats show, which will be coming very soon, and you can get all of those figures. In the meantime, please like and subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions about the property market, don't hesitate to put a comment below or to send us a message, and we can answer them for you in the next show. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye for now.
See you soon.